There was always jazz in my house. My father was with Sammy Kaye's big band. There was always jazz blasting in my house. I went to the Plaza Hotel to go and see Peggy Lee perform in 1974, I believe it was. And I got to hang out with the band backstage, and one of the gentlemen that was in the band was vice president and general manager of Capitol Studios in New York. And for some reason, he asked me what I did, and for some reason I told him that I was God's gift to recording records, although I had never seen the inside of a recording studio before. And about a month went by, and I got a phone call from the head of the studio operations in New York, and they hired me in an hour. They didn't have an opening for a recording engineer, so they sent me to school and taught me mastering and electronics, and that's how it all started. I met Sonny in the late 70s. Orrin Keep News brought me in to salvage a record that was poorly recorded, and that was the beginning of a wonderful relationship. He had my total trust. He had a lot of confidence in me. It was the beginning of a 30-plus year relationship with a wonderful man. Sonny Rollins is a consummate artist who didn't care anything for the recording studio or the process. My first recording with him, we had spent several hours working on a sound on his horn, and he would count the tune off, the band would hit, and he would turn around and walk away from the microphones. So we had to come up with a way to be able to record him without having the constraints of standing in front of a microphone, because Sonny was apt to go any place and, be blowing anywhere. So we started using a lavalier microphone with a little alligator clip on the end of his horn, which would ensure that I had a sound coming from his horn at all times. And usually what I would do, because the sound was so narrow, is I would take that lavalier mic sound and play it through a speaker in the studio and bring that back into the mix, so it sounded like he was more of in a room than being so narrow. From a technical point of view, the most challenging part of working with Sonny is never knowing exactly what he's going to do during the course of any recording session, which means that he needs to have the freedom to be able to go and stand next to the hi-hat, or play his horn into a tom-tom. Stand-up bass, the guys are soloing and he's blowing his horn into, so you really have to be prepared for any possible event to take place during a Sonny Rollins recording session, and what to do and how to deal with it once it happens. Sonny the man, there's no greatest artist or person that I could possibly think of being in a room with than he. So, been a wonderful friend. His artistry speaks for itself. Great sense of humor. We have a lot of laughs together. We spend a lot of time laughing, which is how we came up with the name of, 3 records back, This Is What I Do? Right, which was a joke that we had come up with during a recording session, and Lucille, Sonny, and I sat laughing, and when Ralph Caffel had called and wanted us to give him the name of the album that we were currently in the process of mixing, Sonny said, this is what I do. They loved the idea, and they ran with it. But to be in an intimate environment with Sonny means good hard work, some laughs, and to end up with a good end product as a result of those.